Hello again. I'm now going to be pulling out my firsts from this bucket and telling you about my first times doing various things. First time when you saw yourself as Elton John. I guess it's kind of the gradual process where you sort of develop it over time. The shaving up of my hairline was a bit brutal. Sort of made me look like a kind of egg, a sort of furry egg. There's no denying it did make me look quite a lot like Elton John. But it's always exciting when you're an actor and you're able to kind of transform and make yourself look different. First impression after meeting Richard Madden for the first time, I thought he didn't like me, actually. I met him, he came on set and he was in his trailer and me and Jamie Bell went over to say hello to him. Yeah, I think I was just a bit paranoid and insecure because now we're really good friends. But I think the world of him. I think he's a great actor. And I think he's a great person. First role you auditioned for that you really wanted but went to someone else. People love asking this question. People love scandal, don't they? Billy Lynn in Billy Lynn's Long Half-Time Walk that was directed by Ang Lee that I've never seen because I was a little bit heartbroken, but Joe Alwyn got the role and he's a very good actor. So you don't mind so much when it goes to someone who's very good. But that's the one that sticks out in my mind. First thing you did to prepare for your role as Elton John in Rocketman. I read Elton's diaries, that was very helpful. They're fascinating, quite economic in terms of the way they're written. It's sort of very typically, you know, a day in the life of, you know, in the early 70s would be, did my laundry, wrote a song called Honky Cat. And that would be it. And then there's like another day where he says, wasn't in a great mood last night, went to a restaurant, did a moody, smashed a plate of French fries on the table. First big audition. First audition I ever went to was for a play called The Last of the Housemans at the National Theatre, which was a role I ended up getting, which I was over the moon about. But big audition in terms of, on a kind of global scale, it was probably Kingsman, The Secret Service, which I auditioned for when I was 22 or 3, and it was very scary. It was the first time I met Matthew Vaughn. But I actually quite enjoyed it in a way as well. I sort of enjoyed the thrill of auditions and the kind of the stakes of it, the excitement of it. I got that one as well. First celebrity crush. Maybe Rachel Weisz? Weisz? She's a multi-award-winning actress. She's married to James Bond and none of us can remember her surname. Oh, first kiss, that was horrific. That was really messy. Just drunk and not fun and just bad technique and just awful. First job. I used to work in my auntie's cafe a lot in Aberystwyth, and if you go in there now, she has all posters of my films up in there, which is very cute. And I used to enjoy working in there because I used to enjoy sort of the kind of back and forth with the customers and seeing regulars and having fun, and I used to sing in there a lot as I was working. But I was terrible, and I used to burn a lot of things. I mean, my auntie used to fall out quite a lot when I worked there, actually. Not built for cafe life. First acting gig. Did this play called The Last of the Housemans. That was the first time I was paid, but I had to wear a dress. It was the first time I went on stage. I was dressed as a woman. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. First incorrect rumour you wrote about yourself? I don't know, actually. I don't think there have been many. My name's pronounced Taron Egerton. It's not Egerton. That is often something that people get wrong. One of those things, you can't control everything. But for those of you who are watching, it's Egerton. Please.